Hi guys, welcome to another video. If you're new here, I am Nandini and I'm currently a third year fashion design student at NIFT Hyderabad. If you're joining NIFT this year or just any college at all and you're wondering what you should actually pack, what you can skip and what I wish someone had told me before my first semester, then you are in the right place. In this video, I'll be sharing a complete list of things that you need to pack for hostel or fashion school along with photos of NIFT Hyderabad's Freshers Hostel, cupboards, rooms, study tables, just a space so you get a better idea of where you're living and what to pack. I've made almost every packing mistake possible in the last 2 years. So today I'm sharing everything I genuinely recommend. So grab a notebook, save this video for later, and let's make sure that you don't forget anything. So the NIFT Hyderabad Freshers Hostel is comparatively alright compared to other year hostels. So it's a decent living space and the cupboards are relatively biggish enough, but you can and might need extra storage that you can keep under your bed or in your room anywhere. So I'll be uploading the images of the hostel rooms after this. Alright, before you start filling up your shopping cart, let's talk about one mistake almost every fresher makes, which is that don't pack like you're never gonna come back home. You are gonna come back home, maybe it's in a midterm break or during a festival or during the end of a semester, and you can pack accordingly, like what you need in that particular semester. For example, odd semesters like 1, 3, 5, 7 at NIFT are pretty eventful since all of the events, all of the festivals are in this particular semester. So you're gonna need more of some stuff during this semester and you might not need that in the even semester. So you can always bring some stuff back home and take some stuff from home according to what you need in that particular semester. And it's really hard to just pack and keep everything at the end of the year when you're gonna be shifting hostels, and then there's gonna be so much stuff that you need to pack or that you need to carry back home. So don't overpack. I'm the wrong person to say this, but I need to say this. First up is essential documents and important documents and things you need for document verification and your orientation, and I've already made a separate video on that, everything that you need for orientation and document verification. I'll link it in the description or I'll do that thing where it pops up on the top of your screen, but you can check that on my channel. And don't forget your documents because all of your packing is gonna feel useless if you forget your admission letter, trust me. So go check that out. The next category, that is gadgets and appliances. So first up, there's laptop. So there's the subject called digital design and communication, DDC, in your first year that you're gonna be needing your laptop for, where they'll teach you everything about digital design and Adobe Suite. So there is a Mac lab in our campus, but that is not available all the time for you. It will only be available in the college working hours, and might be there's some class going on in there and you cannot access your work. So you can always use them, but it's gonna be hard to manage. So I recommend taking your laptop with you. So a lot of people ask me if iPad is really necessary. No, iPad is not very necessary. For example, in first year, if you are working on Adobe Suite, personally, I wasn't able to get the hang of Illustrator and Photoshop on my iPad, and they are big applications. So I recommend taking a laptop, and if you have an iPad, you can take it, but it's not really necessary at the moment that you buy one. So take your laptop, or if you don't want to invest in one and you want to wait and see how the college is progressing, you can do that as well. And I saw people borrowing their friends, so really up to you. But you actually do need a device that can install Adobe Suite for you, since you're going to be working on that a lot. Next up is a pen drive. So you're gonna be needing pen drive for your presentations for class or for jury or for storing files and getting them printed. So carry a small pen drive, doesn't necessarily need to have a large storage. And the second is my personal recommendation is a hard drive. So you are a fashion student or a design student or just any student at all, you're gonna be clicking a lot of pictures and a lot of videos, and you're gonna have a lot of files, a lot of projects that you're doing digitally. So it's likely that your phone storage is gonna run out, or your laptops or iPad storage is gonna run out, and you need more space. So carry a hard drive so that you can free up space and you can have space in your phones and other devices. Next up, a power bank is a must, because sometimes if you have a power cut in hostel, make sure you have that charged so that at least you can do your work or charge up your phones and stuff. And you're gonna be going on a lot of one-day trips and tours and all of that stuff, so you need a power bank for that. And the next thing that you're gonna be needing in hostel is an iron. So you have laundry services available, but sometimes you do need an iron in case you wanna iron something out real quick. So always make sure that you have a small iron, like portable iron, with you. It's really helpful when you need to iron something last minute, or in general if you just want to iron your clothes. The next thing is a kettle. The multi-purpose kettles that are currently ongoing, those are really nice since you can actually cook stuff really easily in them, and you can make a variety of stuff if you want. You can boil water or anything if you need, but a kettle is a good thing to have. Next thing is an extension cord. Yes, this is very important. Don't forget an extension cord, because there's gonna be only one plug in your room and you're gonna be needing to charge multiple devices at one time, or gonna be needing to plug multiple appliances at one time, for example your dryer, your phone and stuff like that. Or it just might be that your bed is really far away from the switch or the plug in that room, so make sure that you have an extension cord. Okay, so the next category is stationery. So first up, it's Staedtler color pencils. Honestly, Staedtler is not very important. If you have a set of 48 good color pencils of any other brand, you can use them as well. But Staedtler is relatively pretty easy to blend according to me. That's my personal preference. But yes, you are gonna be needing your color pencils. And the next thing that I have is shading pencils. So carry your HB, 2B, normal bold pencils and all of the shading pencils that you get in a bag. And Staedtler is not really important in that. I mean, I used Derwent shading pencils. So whatever is comfortable with you, you can carry that. Next is poster colors. Poster colors are very important because most of the times your faculty, at least what I have seen in the Hyderabad campus, is that they're gonna be asking you to use poster colors specifically because it gives the actual hue of the color that you're using. And acrylics and watercolors I didn't really touch during my first year. All of the painting that I did was with poster colors. So poster colors are important, and acrylics and watercolors are just your personal choice and they're optional. I mean, you're not necessarily gonna be needing them for your assignments. Next up is microns. All kinds of pens, basically microns, sketch pens, brush pens, alcohol markers if you do have them, and basically pens, whatever you do have, you will be needing them. And you'll also be needing a lot of colored paper, sticker journals and all, because you're gonna be maintaining your learning diaries, which are basically everything that you've learned in that subject in that semester, and you're gonna be documenting that, and they need to be pretty, so you get the gist of it. So you're gonna be needing that. I would suggest that take the stuff that you have at home, but if you don't have something, don't buy it here. You can just go and buy it in the campus. The Hyderabad campus has a campus stationery, and I think pretty much all of the NIFT campuses have a stationery. And if you're joining the Hyderabad campus, then there's a stationery at walkable distance from campus also. So you can always go to the college and buy stuff as and when needed. You don't specifically need to buy something at your hometown. And but if you think that you're getting something for cheaper prices at your hometown, then sure, go ahead, pack them and take them. Apart from that, you're gonna be needing all your basic stationery: pencils, rulers, metal ruler, eraser, sharpener, scissors. I don't know how, but you'll end up losing your scissors at least twice or thrice in one semester, and if you don't, then you're a superhero. So take your basic stationery and pouches and all of that. And you're also gonna be needing a lot of A4 and A5 unruled plain notebooks with plain pages for your learning diaries, and A3 sketchbooks. But I do recommend, if you have already have them at home, take them. But if you're going to the campus, you can buy them according to how many and how much you need, because every faculty is gonna ask you to make the size according to them. For example, some faculty might prefer A4, some might prefer A3 or an A5. So you can always go to the stationery and buy them. And another thing that you're gonna be needing is a diary or a register that has sections, because you're gonna be taking in-class notes. Personally, I never used to write in my LD on the spot in classes since it's going on pretty fast. So I always used to carry just one register with sections for all of my subjects that I don't have to change and take out every day. So you can take in-class notes in them, and then you can later translate into your learning diaries. Okay, moving on to the next category, that is hostel essentials and everything you'll be needing in your hostel. So the basic stuff like mattress, pillows, ropes, a small mirror and bucket and mug, all of that stuff. The stationery uncle would be having a shop in or a space in the campus where you can buy all of that stuff. They don't provide you all the stuff with the hostel room, so you're gonna be to buy your mattress, your pillow, your bucket, your mug, and your ropes, a small mirror and stuff like that. And moving on to the stuff that you will actually have to either carry from your home, or you can go and buy it in Hyderabad. Starting on with curtains, you're gonna be needing those, and you're not gonna be needing the floor length curtains. I mean, the window is about 5 feet or something, so you're gonna be needing the short window curtains. And next up is foot mats. Personally, I feel foot mats are a good choice to have in your room. And the next thing is the bed sheet. Obviously, keep at least 2 or 3 bed sheets, since if one of your bed sheets is in the laundry bag or is in the laundry, you will be having something on your bed, and if somehow you suddenly spill something on your bed or some color or something, then you have one spare. And going with that, you'll obviously be needing pillowcases. Then obviously you'll be needing a covering sheet. So Hyderabad during this time is pretty, I don't know how to describe it, but it'll be raining and it'll be a pleasant weather, humid sometimes, but it's not really gonna be cold. I mean, personally, I don't feel cold there, but some of my friends who used to live in southern India, they do feel cold and might need a thicker blanket in this season or during December and January. But personally, I don't really feel the need of taking a thick covering sheet or a blanket. But again, you can just go there and see. But meanwhile, just take a thin covering sheet that you can always use. So next up are locks. In hostel, you're only gonna be given one lock for your room store, and it can also get lost, or somehow you or your roommate might end up losing the keys. So make sure you have an extra lock with you. And then you will need 2 locks for your almirah, since the first year hostel has 2 separate doors and you'll need to keep them locked. Or if you are in just a regular hostel, then carry locks, because people have this habit of stealing. Next thing you're gonna be needing is a water bottle. So there are water coolers everywhere, but not every water cooler gives you cold water if you do want to drink cold water and you want to store it, especially in April and May. So I recommend taking a thermostyle bottle that keeps your water cold for you, and just carry a water bottle according to whatever you prefer. If you prefer carrying a large one or a small one in your bag. Apart from that, you're gonna be needing toiletries, shampoo, conditioner, body wash, and anything and everything you use in your skincare and body care stuff, and food eating items, snacks and stuff. So all of these things, if you already have it at home and you want to carry it, you can carry it. Otherwise, if you don't want to carry it, if you have space issues or anything like that, then there is a Ratnadeep store just opposite or on walking distance from the Hyderabad campus, and you can actually go and buy everything there, anything and everything that you might be needing. It's a pretty good supermarket, and I personally did not pack any food eating items from my home. I just took whatever homemade stuff I wanted to take, and rest everything from toiletries and snacks I went there and bought it there, since again space issues, so you can always do that. Next thing is a bathrobe. Carry towels. I personally recommend carrying 2 big towels and then some hand towels. Hand towels are pretty useful. And the next thing is hangers. You're gonna be needing hangers for your wardrobe. Moving on, we have utensils. So if you think you're gonna be cooking on a regular basis, or if you need something, you can carry the steel utensils, but I personally don't like washing my utensils in the washroom sink, so I always keep disposable plates and forks and spoons and stuff like that with me. And sometimes in the mess also, you don't get forks or spoons and there might not be enough clean ones available, so you can always have those with you. I recommend carrying disposable utensils, but again, personal preference, you can carry steel ones or disposable ones. Next, very important thing is your medicine box. Firstly, anything you might be consuming on regular basis, your regular medicines or your prescribed medicines for any problems that you might currently be having, make sure to carry those. And if it's a very particular medicine, make sure that you at least have a prescription for that or not, because sometimes you might not get them without a prescription if you run out of them, so carry those. Then apart from that, if you want to keep in your box, keep something for fever, body ache or stomach ache or an infection, headache, basic first aid stuff, and your Move or Volini or any spray like that. And don't forget Odomus and All Outs, because rainy season or monsoon again comes with dengue and a lot of mosquitoes, and since the hostels might have been shut down for 2 or 3 months now, there are gonna be mosquitoes and you are gonna be needing that. And coming to the point of rainy season or monsoon, you will obviously need to carry an umbrella, since it might rain anytime. And apart from that, you will be needing slippers, washroom slippers. So for me, I personally keep one slippers that are non-slippery for using them in the washroom or the shower, and one slippers I keep so that I can wear them everywhere else. So I might suggest keeping 2 slippers, but again, your personal choice, however you want to go about it. And one thing, if you want to invest in, is a mirror. So hostels don't always have mirrors. I don't know about every hostel, but my campus in particular did not provide mirrors inside the rooms. There used to be one common mirror for the whole floor out in the corridor. And come on, you are a student or you are a college student and you're gonna be needing a mirror, so you can get a good half-sized mirror so that you can get ready easily or record clips. And sometimes people just get those mirrors that you can stick on the wall, so that's something that you can look into. Next thing is cleaning supplies. So you'll definitely be needing a broom and a mop, and just one cloth for dusting everything. I personally used to use wet wipes to wipe everything, and you'll need a broom because your room's gonna get dirty. You're gonna think, I'm gonna keep it neat and clean and keep it very organized. Give it 2 submission weeks and you won't even recognize your room. Thinking of that, carry a P-Safe or any sanitization spray, because there are gonna be common washrooms in hostels, and reality check. They might not always be as clean as you'd like them to be, so carry a PSAFE or any sanitization spray for that matter. Okay, so moving on to this very important category is your clothes and your accessories. NIFT in particular does not have a dress code. You can wear whatever you are personally comfortable with. Hyderabad does not really get cold personally for me, so I don't carry a lot of winter clothes. I personally used to keep just one hoodie and two pullover sweaters for if I feel cold. So that's just how I work. But if you're somebody who might feel cold in Hyderabad weather during November and December or during the rain, then you can carry more winter clothes. I think fashion school is the only place where somebody can wear pajamas one day and a 6-layer experimented outfit the next day, so you can carry whatever you're comfortable with. Also, this semester, particularly the odd semester, that's 1, 3, 5 and 7, it's gonna be packed with events. So you can start with your orientation, your freshers, and then Janmashtami, Independence Day, Onam, Bathukama, Diwali, Dashera, Garba, anything and everything. Basically, everything is celebrated, and you're gonna be needing a lot of Indian wear for that matter, and you're gonna be needing saris. I also do recommend carrying one cotton sari since it can be used in a formal event or during your jewelry as well. And just in general, you're gonna be needing Indian wear for college. Since it's a fashion school, you're gonna be experimenting with your style, and you're definitely gonna be needing pieces for shoots or any assignment or project for that matter. So you can carry all of these things. Moving on, what bags to take. So for classes, personally, I think you're gonna be needing either a big backpack or a big tote bag that can either carry your heavy laptops or your big A3 sketchbooks and basically a lot of stuff. And some classes you might not need stuff, so you can carry a smaller bag, but I recommend that having a mid-sized tote bag or a backpack is a good addition apart from your dressy small shoulder bags or sling bags. Next, I do also recommend carrying a duffel bag because you're gonna be going on trips that might be for 1 or 2 days, and you might need a small bag or something that can carry everything you need for 2 days or stuff, and duffel bag is a good thing to have in those cases. Also, for clothes, you are gonna be needing formals for your jury or any presentation day. So do carry a pair of good formal shirts, trousers, skirts or formal dresses, whatever you're comfortable with. Juries do have a dress code. And that's everything I wish somebody had told me before I joined NIFT. I really hope that this video helped make packing a little less intimidating and a lot more exciting. I remember how nervous and excited I was before joining college, and I know a lot of you might be feeling the same way. So if this video helped you even a little bit, then that makes me really happy. If you still have any questions, leave them in the comments and I'd be more than happy to help. I'll also be putting the complete list in the description so that you can come back to it while you're packing. And if you like to follow along as I navigate my 3rd year from hostel life to fashion projects to juries, college events and everything in between, I'd love to have you here. Thank you for watching. Bye.